Got this watering can from Dollar Tree. We're going to call it a planter for the purpose of this video. And I've got some gardening gloves. So the first thing we're going to do is attach the gloves right on the top front of this watering can. I'm using hot glue to do that. And I'm just going to kind of crisscross them a little bit. And I'll use the inside and the outside, one for each of the gloves so you can see both sides of them. Now I'm going to fill this with a bunch of greenery and flowers that I thought matched really nicely with the gloves. So I'm using like the kind of, I guess that's sort of like a peach color, and then the yellow, which is also in the design on the gardening gloves. And then we'll just add more until it's nice and full. I want it to look very lush, and some more greenery in the front that's a little shorter, just for, a nice accent and to kind of finish it off. And there's what the flowers look like. I think they turned out beautiful. I've got this really pretty ribbon that matches the flowers. So I'm just going to wrap it around itself a bunch of times. You can do this for however many loops you're going to want. So do twice as many loops as you want, because there'll be the same number on each side then. I'm going to use a little pipe cleaner and tie off the center real tight. And then I will just pull out the bows, and kind of fluff it, if you will, until you can see the shape of the bow. I wish I had used a ribbon that had wired on the ends, and I don't know what made me think not to, except for that this color matched really well, because it just sits so much nicer. So, if I were to do this again, I would definitely use a wired ribbon, but it's still a pretty ribbon. Do you guys ever do that, second guess yourself after you've crafted? Oh, well, I guess for the next time. I'm going to make a little tail just out of that same ribbon, and I dovetailed the ends. I didn't have to do this because we've got the gloves there. They could have been like the tails, but I hot glued the bow right onto the center there. And then I've got this white mesh ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to make like an awareness bow and cinch it in the middle. And we're going to place that right over the center of the bow. And that's going to look so pretty. That's just going to be a perfect little addition to the front of this bow. And it also covers up the little pipe cleaner. You could put a little flower there, a button, a little wood cutout, whatever you want, or you could just wrap that same ribbon that the bow is in. I decided to add a flower right in the center there, and it just matched really nicely with the whole arrangement. And I just think this turned out so beautiful. I did not anchor the flowers with floral foam, but you certainly can. I thought maybe I could change them out seasonally. Anyway, I absolutely love this one. I think it turned out so cute. It was very easy. Let me know what you think.